You have probably heard of the universe before, but what is exactly the universe? And how did we get all the information we know now? How did the Mayas use the stars? How do zodiac signs work? And what is the point of the pole star? In this video we are going to tell you some parts of the development of the history of astronomy. Whoa!
The Maya culture approximately began around 2000 before Christ. The Maya were a Mesoamerican civilization, and it is known for their art, architecture, math and astronomy. The Maya had different interpretations of the world, flat and square like a cornfield or round like a turtle. Many gods and phenomena were named after the four wind regions, north, east, south and west. The ancient Maya were recording and interpreting every aspect of the sky. The sun, moon and planets were studied by the Maya, as they believed that the will and actions of the gods could be read in the stars, moon and planets. The Maya believed that the earth was the center of all things. The stars, moons, sun and planets were gods. Their movements were seen as them going between the earth and the underworld. Many events in Maya life were planned to coincide with certain celestial moments. For example, a war might be delayed until the gods were in place, or when a certain planet was visible in the night sky. The Maya sun god was Kinach Ahau. He was one of the more powerful gods of the Maya pantheon. One of the Maya created gods, Kinach Ahau, would shine in the sky all day before transforming himself into a jaguar at night to pass through Xibalba, the Mayan underworld. The Maya were expert at predicting solar phenomena such as eclipses and when the sun reached its highest point. Many astronomers analyzed and predicted the moon's movements with great accuracy. The Maya moon goddess was Ixchel, a powerful goddess who battled with the sun and made him descend into the underworld every night. She was the goddess of childbirth and fertility. Like the planets, the stars move across the heavens. Unlike the planets, they stay in position relative to one another. The stars shift seasonally and were used by Maya astronomers to predict when the seasons would come and go, useful for agriculture. Therefore, they were more of practical use than many other aspects of Maya astronomy. The Maya calendar was linked to astronomy. They used two calendars, the calendar round and the long count. The long count calendar was divided into different units of time that used the hap, or a solar year, which consists of 365 days as a base. The calendar round consisted of two separate calendars. The first was the 365-day solar year. The second was the 260-day Tzolk'in cycle. These cycles align every 52 years. Today, the Maya still exist, even though their classical culture has more or less disappeared.
Astrology was first used to bring structure to a world of chaos. Soon it was used for multiple things, like predicting weather, forecasts and natural disasters, war or even other events between people. It was therefore mainly used as a counsel for kings and eventually all of us. There are multiple zodiac signs and they can be divided into groups. Fire signs are Aries, Sagittarius and Leo. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. Air signs are Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. Earth signs are Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. A horoscope is a map of a zodiac circle with Earth at the center. The top of the circle represents the sun at its highest point during the day, and left and right of that are the eastern and western horizons. Your horoscope charts the relative position of the sun, moon, earth and planets at a specific time and place of your choosing, for example the date, time and location of your birth. Astrologers don't use clock time. Once the date and time are selected and calculated as sidereal time and the location known and plotted, the astrologer consults an astronomical amplifier, a table listing the location of the moon, sun, planets and constellations at a given time, to construct a chart. While all this is used to be tedious and exacting, computer software programs have made it extremely easy. The science of constructing a chart, however, is only the first step. Proper interpretation of a chart is both an art and a science. Properly done, it reveals personality, insights and current trends. It should be only entrusted to a highly trained astrologer. In 1609, a man named Galileo tried to point a telescope to the skies. Although all he saw was fuzzy and grainy, he did see the moon and even some craters on it. He also saw a streak of light across the sky. That now is identified as the Milky Way galaxy. In 1704, Isaac Newton designed a new telescope where instead of glass, curved mirror was used to collect light and point it to one specific place. This telescope could do much more than the original concept, and it was able to obtain far more information about the universe than people had ever thought. After Galileo's and Newton's time, telescopes got more and more advanced, and we were able to see more through them. In the 20th century, astronomers even developed a telescope through which we could see in the distant reaches of the space and time. If you look at the sky during nighttime and the sky is clear, you will mostly find a twinkling star. But the star is not actually twinkling. This is because of the atmosphere around the Earth. The light travels really fast and the star that you are looking at right now might already be dead. But in our atmosphere, the light is bent or distorted slightly, what causes us to see the star sparkling. Because of this, telescopes have a hard time seeing things as they are. But in the 1970s, the European Space Agency and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration began to work together to create what now is called the Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble should be able to explore the solar system, measure the size of the universe, unlock mysteries of the galaxies, stars, planets, and of course a lot more. The Hubble Space Telescope can unfortunately not live forever. So in 2003, people were working on a telescope called the Next Generation Space Telescope, NGST. So when the day comes that Hubble is not in use anymore, we can use NGST to continue discovering space.
The pole star is also called the northern star or the southern star because of its position. The pole star is the brightest star that appears nearest to either pole at any particular time. The position of each pole describes a small circle in the sky over a period of approximately 25,000 years. The location of the northern pole star is made it a convenient object for navigators to use in determining latitude and north-south direction in the northern hemisphere. So the pole star can be divided into two stars, the northern pole star and the southern pole star. The northern pole star has been and still is used to navigate, and the southern pole star is barely visible to the naked eye, so has it any purpose. This was our video. The end!